Hey, welcome to day 50 of the Starting a Software Company in 100 Days project. We are halfway to our finish line of our fixed deadline here of building this software company in 100 days. And so we're building out, for those that haven't joined us before, we're building out a product called Playbook, which is managing standard operating processes, checklists, workflows, pipelines, basically enabling our customers to manage, track, optimize all of those processes, the repeatable processes that go into their business to allow them to spend more time and energy on creative tasks that tend to lead to greater sales, greater profitability. And by documenting these processes, I'm a firm believer that any business owner can build a more valuable business for the long run. It's taking stuff out of your mind, documenting it, basically building up a valuable asset that can be used to create long-term value in any business. And so, going to start off today with a little bit of a story. Was driving home from being away for a day yesterday, and came across an accident. I actually saw an accident where a truck ran into another truck, basically just kind of teed them up, going 50 miles an hour. So we were on the scene, and 5 to 10 seconds after that, and saw a woman a pregnant woman had to get taken out of the vehicle, had basically had to get cut out with the jaws of life. She was moving all over her extremities. She didn't appear to have any life-threatening injuries, but she was pregnant, and so it was really a very scary time. And so uh, I'm all about sharing experiences outside of business, and that's something that happened today. Really kind of hit home on one, distracted driving is really dangerous. One pickup blew through a stop sign on a highway, so went right onto a highway. The other driver had no time to react, hit them on the passenger door. The pickup that was hit rolled, I think, 1.5 times into the ditch. There were 5 people in total involved. The one pregnant girl, yeah, like I said, had to get cut out with the jaws of life. So, from my perspective, I saw the accident. It looked like distracted driving, which is extraordinarily dangerous, as more and more people have mobile devices. Whether or not that was to blame for this accident is unknown, but um, just really hits home the point that distracted driving is extraordinarily dangerous. And then number two, you never know when something like that is going to happen in the blink of an eye, and so all got to focus on spending time with family. And I'm talking about myself here. Need to focus on having fun, being with family, kind of the bigger picture in life. Because at the end of the day, um, you know, we only have so much time on this earth, and we need to make the best of it. And so, if you're like me, these business projects that I have going on, they double as a hobby. And so, if you have a business and a career that also doubles with a hobby, those two can lead to dangerous amounts of um, overwork, burnout, and not spending time with the people around you. And so I just wanted to share that quick story with you today on the bad accident that we came across. And hopefully everybody's okay. But yeah, life is short. So we got to live our fullest life. And that's really what I'm trying to do. And enjoy building products, enjoy building software, love helping our customers on the harvest profit side of things. And we're hoping to be able to impact more and more customers as I look at different products. And that's exactly what Playbook is doing, is allowing business owners hopefully to uh, remove the chaos of just lots of different processes and build more valuable businesses and allow people to ultimately spend more time doing what they want, which a lot of times isn't these repeatable processes and having to constantly tell people what to do. I think it will allow both employees, contractors, business owners, managers, everybody to spend more time focusing on what they enjoy. And at the end of the day, that's what is that's what life is all about. So with that, day 50. So back onto the task at hand. If you watched my video yesterday on day 49, I talked about budgeting out some time for the bigger picture remaining tasks, and came to the conclusion that we're going to have to bring in some reinforcements here. We have a handful of things that one specific, specifically, I probably had too wide of a scope on what exactly is a task. I made a bunch of form components to go within a task, drop downs, multiple choice, even a grid component that has a flexible number of rows and a flexible number of columns that I think is powerful, a linear scale where you can rate things from 1 to 5, 1 to 10 within a task. And so building the UI and the database and the API queries for that took a little bit longer than expected. And so what I'm going to look at doing this upcoming week is I need to schedule some time and reach out to my network to find somebody to help build out a Zapier integration. That's definitely something we want to include in the first version of Playbook. Number 2, the sales site. I'm going to reach out to somebody to help with the sales site, and then also might reach out to somebody, potentially the person who's going to help with the Zapier integration, and see if they can wire up some of our tools and some of our event tracking. So things like whatever email marketing software we go with, might be Drip or ConvertKit, build out some workflows in there. Look at something like Segment, this new tool called userlist.io, maybe even wire up the Stripe integration. But these 3 things here are more generalist tasks that you don't have to spend a lot of time digging into the current software and the current front and back end code that we've built. And so that's really top of mind for me today and going forward in this next week, is to look at bringing somebody on, one or more people from my network on, to help build out a couple of the complementary but yet necessary pieces to the Playbook product as it stands today. And so we're going to keep pushing forward here. I'll update that Google Sheets from day 49 over the next probably 2 or 3 weeks, just to show you, probably to show you how poor my time estimation skills are, which is inherent in anybody who's trying to, give the exact amount of effort via an estimate for software features. And so that'll be a learning lesson itself. But at the end of the day, we're just going to keep pushing forward. We're excited. We have a live product in the wild, albeit it's super limited, but we're going to keep pushing forward and get this thing to, a usable version here by day 100. If it ends up being where I'm the first customer and have to use it to get it in final form for a week or two, that's worst case scenario. But we're going to get a usable product in the wild here, so we can learn from customers who are actually using the product, which I think is the ultimate filter through poor feedback. So with that, day 50 is in the wraps. Thank you for following along on our journey. We'd love to have you like the video. If you enjoy these videos, subscribe to get more content. I'm going to keep just plugging along here. So with that, have a wonderful day, and we will talk to you soon.